Oh yeah, I think I finished the water temple thing. Oh yeah, that's right outside it. Okay. Let's just teleport back to Otago City. And then we're supposed to go talk to Curious. Because of course we are. I wonder if this is the final weapon upgrade, or did they get anything else? They've got some other ones, but oh, Miss Shara has one now. Okay, I feel like the other people will probably get stuff. Wonder if can we synthesize? No. Okay. Never mind. Thanks, item shop owner. Okay, and then I think that he'd be at the palace. Oh shit, yeah. Where's Maya at?
You're that guy from the Dragon Knights. What are you doing here?
Don't tell me you're the one that brought this girl here.
Like I'd ever... I found her by accident. She was coughing up a storm and... I was just killing time here because I didn't want to go back to work, that's all. Is that so? Well, thanks anyway. We're always worried about Maya, but we can't always come by to check up on her, you know? Seeing someone by her side is a relief, right, Adel?
Don't be so loud, you'll wake her up.
Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. Hey, just making sure. You didn't tell Maya about, Tia, did you? Tia?
Of course not. How could I? I mean, I don't even know if she understands what I'm saying, but still. I see. Well, in any case, it looks like we have nothing to worry about. Adel formally asked Raud to look after Maya. Don't tell me what to do. Just get out of here. Well, we can at least ask. Because that's the polite thing to do. Are they in the throne room? No, probably not. That really wouldn't make sense. In the war room? Gentlemen, there's no fighting here. This is the war room. Oh, we are alive! Welcome back. Glad to see everybody in tip-top shape. Of course we are, Grandma. We're practically invincible. We even got the power of the Great Sea Dragon, right, Adel? Adel explained to Fatima what happened at the Sea Sanctum. Interesting. There are certainly some things that Great Sea Dragon said that are a bit unnerving. Can't say I fully understand all of it, though. Our great dragons need to stop speaking in such cryptic subtitles. I looked away for a second. I don't think that's actually what she said. Speaking of cryptic, have you seen Curious around? I haven't run into him yet. Something seems to happen at the Hidden Village. He said he had to go back. Guys! We finally found you. Mr. Curious sent us with an urgent message. Urgent? From Curious? Something happened? I don't quite understand it, but the pillar in the Hidden Village suddenly became emitting light. Pillar? You mean the one in the center? Most unusual.
Adel, we should go check it out.
Thank God for teleporting. Or whoever the god here is. Think that god specific. The dragons? Keep forgetting the one guy who's asking for elements, or he's asking for the stones. Oh, these are the compounds. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it requires a ton of materials. Okay, yeah. No, I don't know. I cannot make those. All right. I need the other dragon stone anyway for that guy to be appeased. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's shining real pretty like.
Ah, good. You returned sooner than I expected. Seems you were able to meet the Great Sea Dragon. Adel explained what happened at the Sea Sanctum to Curious. I see. Now I understand why the pillar has begun giving off light.
And why would that be?
In meeting the Sea Dragon, Adel has fulfilled all the conditions. It has been said that this pillar merely sustains the hidden village. But it seems this pillar was the real altar connected to the Great Moon Dragon.
What?
Adel, can you feel the presence of a dragon? Adel has a strong sense of dragon energy emanating from the pillar. So it's true. We can see the last dragon then. Yes, but there's one problem. No one in the village knows the incantation needed to reveal the way. Oh yeah, almost forgot about that. The incantations that open the way to the sanctum are known only by the elders of each tribe. They're not readily accessible to anyone else. Well, that's just great. Is there some way we could find it?
Yeah. Adel, we're gonna have to do the impossible again.
Oh, I know, I have an idea. Okay. Probably taught it to Maya. Because, you know, which is crazy, because, like, girl is unable to speak. Which I know that's called, like, being dumb, but, like, also that just does not seem like a great way to phrase. I don't like that phrasing. Okay, nope. Yeah, we don't have any actual leads. Oh no, it is at the village. Okay. I was gonna say my first instinct is to... Maybe there's other people to talk to around the pillar who might know something? No. All the places that are connected with Tia. I mean, there really is only the one place that I can think of anyway. We only see her in one location. Is this area accessible? Oh yeah, looks like it is. Okay. We got Tia's hairpin. Okay. That's Tia's.
Damn it. Why, Tia? Didn't you say it was from your late mother?
Okay. Supposed to try exiting and then... him about the hairpin? Or just present it. It'll probably work, honestly. It opened?
Tia's hairpin, but why?
Among the Iskenards, there are known to be methods that can instill an object with a person's spirit. That hairpin must have been passed down amongst the elders for many generations. An object with such a lineage may have become imbued with enough spiritual power to take the place of the incantation. Interesting. But why? Well, either way, we can get to the Moon Sanctum now, so thank goodness for small blessings, I guess. The last Sanctum, the last Dragonstone, and the power to stop the Wind of Destruction.
Alright, and if Tia is the Eldris of Iska, there's no way the Moondragon doesn't know all about her. He'll know what Tia's planning to do.
I've heard the Moondragon is special even among the 5 dragons. I'm sure he knows everything about Tia and about Altago as well. We should ask what role the Dragon Warrior plays in all of this, and why he's been sent to on this dragon quest. But the Moondragon's trial will be the last one we face. Frankly, we have no idea what's waiting for us. We should make sure we're as ready as we can be before we go. Yeah, I'm about ready. I can I'll make a separate save, but... Is it just going to be like a boss fight? That'd be actually pretty interesting. Moon Sanctum. I love RPGs that take you to the moon at the end. Is this the Moon Sanctum? It's beautiful.
I thought I'd seen it all, but this...
Wait, I sense a presence.
Warrior, I welcome thee.
Oh, just a little guy. Moondragon, Z Kalios. Kalios. Okay, you're gonna kick my ass? Whoa! Now, are you the Moondragon? Indeed, I am Z Kalios, the Moondragon. I govern the balance of Altago. The keystone of the 5 dragons, the center of all Altago. Didn't expect him to show himself so soon. Long hath been the interlude, warrior, since we last met at the makeshift altar. But that, too, was but a moment in the lives of those who have existed since the dawn of creation. Precious few have stood before me. I welcome thy arrival. Warrior, and thy companions. All who have come hither share the same concerns. The omen of destruction, the conduct of the Iskin Elder, and the true nature of Altago. That's right, we've been all over this land seeking the powers of you and your brethren. But despite our travels, we know nothing about Altago, to say nothing of Tia. Is it possible to stop the Wind of Destruction? And if it's not, then why was Adel... Dragon Warrior, my duty is to impart the truth of unto thee. When all is in place, thou shalt surely understand. Only then shalt thou comprehend the destructive fate Altago doth face. Once the truth is laid before thee, it will become a thing unable to be ignored or forgotten. The choice before thee is a difficult one. Willst thou accept my trial? Dost thou wish to know the answers? Adel, it's okay, we can do this. Then we'll finally know. We'll know what's been going through Tia's mind all this time. Adel expressed his determination to the Moondragon. So it is decided. Then show that thou art able, thy soul, thy body, thou shalt have my power only when I acknowledge thee. Just gets more and more Australian as we go. Okay. he does have a lot of health. And he can do a lot of damage, but so can I, thankfully. Holy shit, okay. That did a lot of damage. Still, it seems to be better to just keep attacking. Oh. Than to try to dodge everything. Oh boy. Move this out of the way a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, it seemed a little small for a dragon, but... Oh, fuck. Okay, tail. God damn, he has got a lot of health, though. Nope, stop spinning to meet me. Ooh. So far, this strategy seems to be working well. Just do 100 sword dances. Oh god, and hope for the best. Oh shit. Oh, fuck. I really don't want to be right in his face. It's going really poorly. Because yeah, I do about 2,000 damage. Okay, is that the whole thing? Doesn't mean it's the second phase. Well, maybe it is. Thou hadst done well. Into thy hands are the 5 powers required to stop the end. How thou wouldest use those powers is for thee and thine to decide. We know that part. We just want to know what Tia's up to. What's her goal? Can the Wind of Destruction even be stopped? Before I explain, thou must understand the reason why Altago is destined to face its demise. The fated end of Altago. It is the world's desire. The world wants Altago to end? Altago's going to be destroyed because of its imbalances, right? Or is there some other reason? Indeed, a world without balance becomes strained. All life in Altago, large and small, will come to suffer. Thus, the land must be destroyed to end suffering. However, the demise brought about by the Wind of Destruction is not without purpose. It is true that the wind shall bring all life in Altago to an end. But their soul shall return to their origin, along with everything else in Altago. When the lost souls regain a measure of peace, a new world should be formed from the root, the origin of life. Oh god, Altago is a land which hath repeated this cycle of death and rebirth to satisfy the root of all existence. A cycle of death and rebirth? You mean this destruction of Altago was planned since it first came into being, and this root is what has deemed this destruction necessary? Saius mentioned something about that as well, the root of all existence. But that means, Tia, what the Eldris of Iska is planning. When Altago loseth its balance, it must be destroyed. Therefore, the head of Iska will bring about the Wind of Destruction. All for the purpose of returning life to its origin and rebuilding a world of balance and order. The rite of demise, 'tis the final duty of Iska. Then that's why Tia... Damn it, this can't be for real. But Great Moondragon, what about Adel? I'm really confused. If the root of all destruction, or the root of all existence needs this destruction to occur, then how could Adel stop it? The Dragon Warrior is the representative of all life in Altago. He is the hope of the Altaginians who suffer in this world of imbalance. The destruction of Altago cannot be brought about without acknowledgement of the life that inhabits it. Thus, the Dragon Warrior is chosen as a proxy for all life in Altago. Wait, he's the proxy? What the hell? Equipped with the powers of my brethren, thou shalt fight the Maiden of Demise. However, thy strength shall be no match, such has been true since the beginning of time. The moment thou art defeated, hope for life will be lost, and the rite shall conclude. Then the cycle will begin. Destined warrior, now thou knowest the truth. Allow me to apologize for placing upon thy shoulders such a heavy burden. Look within thyself and decide what thou wishest to do. Well, that just means we gotta win, right? I accept thy testimony. I grant thee my power. You got Moondragon Stone. Man, that's really heavy. Ooh, it's right. Adel now has the powers of all 5 great dragons of Altago. Adel can use Lunar Dragon Blade as his extra skill. Oh, nice. I was wondering when he was going to get an extra skill or a new extra skill. Adel, how was it? What did you learn? Nothing good. Is something the matter? Adel, I just don't get it. There's no way this is real. You're gonna lose and Altago will be destroyed? I can't accept that. I can't accept it either, but what can we do? I never imagined the role of the Dragon Warrior was something so ridiculous. I hope it's destined to fail. Seems about right for you. Hey, that's my partner you're talking about. My little buddy. Don't you disrespect him. After all he's done. You think Adel likes being a sacrifice for this destiny crap? Would someone care to fill me in on what's happened? Adel explained what the Moondragon told him. I see. It seems Tyluna, the Eldritch of Iska, has been tasked with a very special, very unfortunate duty. Perhaps it was to prevent the land from becoming irreparably lifeless once its equilibrium is completely lost. To be tasked with destroying one's home so that a new Eltago may be born. It's a disturbing mission indeed. And Adel has to lose because of it. But that doesn't make sense. Why would they have someone to fight if it's a sure thing that he'll lose? It's probably the same idea as our Colosseum death matches.
Colosseum? You mean like the one I broke Adel out of?
The very same. Adel was to be executed for the crime of assassinating my father. I'm sure it's the same premise here. The result is obvious from the start, but there's always that slim chance, so direct execution is not allowed. That's why we have the condemned fight for their lives. I see. The decision to destroy all of Eltago needs to be legitimized in some way before it can be carried out. So that's the right of demise.
Sounds pretty twisted if you ask me.
Still, that means there may be a chance for us.
Huh? What do you mean?
If what I said is in fact true, then the powers Adel received from the 5 dragons are real. They're like the sword and shield Adel was given for his execution.
Oh.
You make a good point. Even if it is merely a rite that must be done, a fake fight is not acceptable. Perhaps there truly is a chance to emerge triumphant, small though it may be. There is still hope that Adel will win, and this Eltago will continue to exist. I see. I'll take a sporting chance over no chance any day. Adel, you were able to survive your execution despite the enormous odds stacked against you, so I choose to believe in you. I choose to believe that you'll be able to win, despite the supposed hopelessness, and that we'll be able to live. Oh my god, stumbled over that.
Aisha.
Adel swore with unwavering conviction that he would stop the rite of demise. Thank you, Adel.
That leaves no choice for me then. I've fought by your side for too long to turn back now. Let's go to the end together.
Considering the past, it's obvious that Eltago's fate is to be destroyed. What you're trying to do is defy fate itself. That is true. What Eldritch Luna is trying to do is, in a sense, the correct course of action as far as the land is concerned. It has been this very right that's kept the land of Eltago rich and abundant. Obviously, Eldritch Luna will not allow Adel to challenge the fate of Eltago without resistance. It is a difficult road you have chosen. Are you certain of your decision? If it weren't for Adel's efforts, I wouldn't be alive today. That's why I cannot and will not let Adel shoulder this burden by himself. Originally, the duty of the Elders was only to guide the Dragon Warrior to the nest where the dragons sleep. However, we cannot turn a blind eye to the issue at hand. I will also participate in this battle. I'm gonna help too. Everyone here has something that they want to protect in Eltago.
I guess I should commend your eagerness to leap into the arms of oblivion, especially after I just warned you all that your chances of coming back alive are slim.
Guys, have you decided not to participate then?
I'd love to say of course, but I can't let that traitor get away with making a fool out of me. Let's make a deal, Curious. After this, we're even.
Why not? You've got yourself a deal. Unpaid debts won't mean a thing if this trial cannot be overcome. Time is short. I will tell you where you can find the Eldritch Luna. What?
You know where they are?
Yes, there was something that spoke of a possible location in the records. The records were rather vague, so I can't speak with absolute certainty, but...
Whoa!
Another earthquake? That's not possible. This village isn't even located in the physical world. I see, so that's what it was about. The location in which the rite of demise will take place. The origin of all life, to which all life must return. The Well of Souls is opened. What is this? This is the Well of Souls? Unbelievable! What is the Well of Souls? The Well of Souls is said to govern the cycle of death and rebirth in Eltago. In other words, it is the place from which all souls come and to which all souls must return, the place of our origin and our end.
Do you open up a place like that?
Does that mean all the lights that are going into the well are the souls of lives that were lost in the anomalies? Then is the miasma the wind of destruction? This wind, strictly speaking, is not a miasma, a wind that absorbs life itself. It's purely the power of the well, the power of death. Thus, it follows the ritual of demise's purpose is most likely to absorb all life in Eltago and create a new world with it.
And Tia's in there?
Yeah, that Dragonite commander too. I'll ask for everyone's help in what would likely be the final confrontation. Our last battle, huh? I will do my best to protect the world in which we live. Adel, I will do all I can to help. Okay. Go to Otago City. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to level up. I'm level 49, and if it's like a dungeon, then I know I got 5 of those. And I can't actually make any of them, right? Yeah, I need a Nadley flower. And an Alp flower. Which, I wonder where the Alp flowers are. Maybe I should, that's something I should look at. Alp flower, piece 7. Alp flower. It's in, it's at the Well of Souls. Okay. I got a lot of party members. I got a lot of stuff going on. We got some twists and turns too. And yeah, I'm in the well, it's the last dungeon area. Probably should have got the teleport place opened up first, but it's where all the best materials are, so if I want to grind, that's where I'm supposed to go, I believe. It's over there more. And I'll just teleport to Eska Village, and then I'll just teleport out of it. Yeah, Ys has consistently done that, where, oh shit. What is going on here now? What is this? There somehow is. Yeah, it's the older god. It's the god before God. What the hell? Don't tell me the Well of Souls is causing this. Looks like the Wind of Destruction's effects are beginning to manifest themselves. Barrier arts are supposed to have placed the village in isolation, but after the earthquake... Yeah, I wanted to talk to the one guy who asked me about those stones. Don't remember what house he's in, but... Oh, he's in one of these houses. It's funny, there's also just like a bunch of items that like are in synthesis and have been the entire time, but I didn't realize that the the only way to get the majority of those like really good items is just in the very last part. So it's like, oh, okay. I don't know if there's any secret bosses? Oh yeah, that's the stones. Oh, that's super fun. I always love fighting fighting old protagonists. Oh, is he just now like an encyclopedia? Okay. Or maybe I'm supposed to stop talking to him and then talk to him again? No? Okay. Well, never mind. Yeah, I feel like that's such a good way to like show the power balance of the current protagonist too, is to have them fight a previous protagonist, and it's like, okay, am I stronger than the previous protagonist? Especially in those situations where there is more than one protagonist. I always like that idea. And oh, Curious is hanging out here. Okay, how do I get into the Well of Souls? Ooh, level 95. Goodness gracious. Well, I'm sure. Happy Snoon Day. How's your Snoon Day been, Liddy? Yeah, do you at least in the Tales games? I'm sure there's an EXP bracelet or something. And I'm sure someone has figured out the best way to grind. Oh, fuck. Grind it on up. B5 phone, grind the bone into dust. Yes, I did play Tales Adventure. Yeah. Or whatever that one's called. There was 2 Tales games. One was the worst, one of the worst games I've ever played in my entire life, and the other one was that like fun little Metroidvania. That other Tales game though, for the Game Gear, was like so bad. Oh my god. Oh shit, I'm underwater. I might have felt a little bit like sodomy. Not the good kind of sodomy. Do you buy an EXP boost that's like in-game, or are you talking about an EXP boost like DLC, whatever? I mean, it's not even DLC, but... Hell yeah. Does that mean he has 2 stomachs, too? Sure. Of course. Yeah, there's maybe too many games that allow you to just, like, buy level ups. And sometimes it's like $1. It's like, okay, I guess, you know, whatever. It's... I'm not gonna bitch and moan about it, but like, I still think that it's just kind of a... It just feels very scummy. Yeah, I know that we were playing, one of the Tales games, and I had got, some of those, so... Yeah, I know I was bringing up the remaster thing earlier. It's just like, I just think it's so weird. Like, I specifically, I guess, in Ys, 10 getting a remaster releasing in February when it's been out for like a year and a half. Like, that's just not a very long time. And to get a remaster, it's like, well, should I just wait till February, or should I just play it at the end? Because, like, not that February is super far off, but I don't know, it just is, I just don't know how to feel about it, because it's like, I'm sure I could get the regular version discounted, but then, I don't know. Yeah, Berseria was the first one that I think I had actually ever played. I only ever played like an hour though, and then I just didn't really get into it on my PlayStation 4, and then I just kind of left it alone. But yeah, so even with someone who hadn't heard of it, like that's, or the Tales games, those were the only ones that I had heard of. Well, you know. Sounds like a lot of work, Lucis. Can't remaster something and its sequel. That would give fans too much context, and then they wouldn't have anything to ask for the next 10 years, and then they'll randomly do it after an undisclosed period of time. gets me, where it's like, okay, we're gonna finally do one thing that the fans want, and that's very Nintendo. Like, we're gonna do a single thing that the fans want, and that's it. And then you have to ask for like another 20 years, like the Paper Mario 1000-Year Door remake. It's like, okay, why did it take you guys this long to make this, like, to the end of the Switch's life cycle, when it could have come out, I suppose, on the Wii U, but I don't know, just should have been available on the Switch very early in. Yeah, how was your weekend, Liddy? And your weekend as well, Lucis. Oh, that's good.
What is this? A moon-shaped crest? Is this an Iskin city?
I have never heard of such a city in any records or legends, and I can feel that it is older than a mere few centuries, too. Perhaps it is a city that was engulfed by the wind of destruction in a previous world. Can I attack this thing? Nope, bad attack. Okay. Oh, and it guards against that. Okay. Yeah, it went pretty good. We just decided to get the Christmas decorations up because we were like, okay, whatever, it's close enough. We don't really have any Thanksgiving decorations, so we took down the Halloween stuff. That was fun. Trying to get into the festive mood. Ooh, yeah, they give a lot of experience. I'm gonna guess that I'll probably get up to like level 55. Oh, that is not punchable. We're not hosting Thanksgiving. We're going to my wife's mother's. So if we were hosting Thanksgiving, we'd leave them up, but like, you know, no one's coming to our house. Not all we can ever ask for, that someone else does all the work. Yeah. Yeah, I know I never want to make a fucking turkey again. I remember that one year I made like a really amazing, like, just, I did everything that you were supposed to do for a turkey, and then like, my brother-in-law's partner was like just a total bitch about just like random stuff, and it just made me never want to host Thanksgiving ever again. They're like, I'm allergic to onions after I don't know, they said something weird that like didn't really make any sense. I don't know. I don't think it was an allergy. They just didn't like onions, and they were saying, I don't know, it was just some weird stuff like that. And it was just like, just really unnecessary comments, and then they had like a big fight, and it's like, god damn it, man. I was just like, I put in all of this effort to cook, and then like, it just went down the drain. And you know what? I know how mothers feel, where they're like, you know what? Fuck you guys. Maybe show some appreciation around here. Oh, the corpse disappeared. the treasure chest that way. Got an itchy nose. Okay, Dogi, what are you doing, buddy? You're going the wrong way. I need to go this way. Yeah, it does seem like the game has sort of devolved into me just doing my strongest attacks over and over again. Which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just very funny that it's like, okay, you know, you spend the whole game like doing sort of the button mashing, and then it's like, okay, now I need to just charge up my attacks as much as I possibly can. Oh my god, that didn't go well. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ooh. Okay. She didn't do the thing. Okay. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna allow myself to heal. I make sure to save before I do this because I feel like there was that one time that I was like, oh yeah, I'll let it heal and then I'll be right back, and then I died. I will be right back. Oh, did I die? Fuck. Oh, she died. Oh shit. Okay. Well, we'll just run away. Okay. Now I will sit and wait. Yeah, I remember that it happened in a different Ys game, so I was like, I don't know if the rules are the same for this one. If they just respawn over a certain amount of time, or if it's like distance. And I was like, I thought it was distance, but yeah, it must just be time-based. But yeah, Lucis, it's, if you ever get back to the Ys games, I saw some people online, and again, I gotta check myself at the door being like, okay, yeah, you saw like one person on Reddit or whatever say it, because I do that too often, where I'll Google something and then the first result is something inflammatory. That said, this one is really boring, but I think it's actually really well designed. It does take until right around the midway point for it to go from an adventure that's like really typical to like very interesting. So yeah, I would say E7, if it's a game that you just like want to play on the go, like it would be well worth it to put in the however many hours, like the 10 hours for the first part. Like almost every RPG, it gets really good after 10 hours or so. I also think I missed an area up here. I'm just gonna go right over there. Oh, it's the other exit. Okay. But yeah, the Ys series so far, it's good. Well of Souls upper. Oh, I can't jump down. Okay. I was like, why does it even allow me to go over here? It's like, oh, it's a shortcut. You know, the ability to stone enemies is like very handy. It does make the encounters go twice as long, but then I'm almost guaranteed to not lose any health, so kind of a mixed bag on that one. Alright, let's just go down the steps. Then, how is everybody doing on their skills? Oh, what's that thing? Bad attack. Oh no, it's a striking one only. Okay. That's tough. Like, oh. I think that to me, the combat systems and like the complexity are you know, what really makes an action RPG interesting. So the idea of like having one that dumbs it down after, you know, a longer period of time, it sucks. I wonder if that's gonna spit out a laser? Oh, yep, okay. We got a laser light puzzle.
What is this? There's a white light coming out of the big crystal. The color of the light changed?
The barrier and the crystal next to it are the same color. Perhaps the crystal is the key that opens the barrier. Oh, that kind of sucks. That does point it in that direction. Okay. Then it's a white, and then it refracts blue light. So then... Is there another blue? That one's just broken. Okay. There's another white one. Okay. So then it refracts into this direction. And blue is that way. I wonder, does it keep those open? And it's funny too, because like a lot of action RPGs, well, not a lot. I just think of Kingdom Hearts. That's always my example of an action RPG that does something very, very simple, but it makes it, it's so tightly designed that it feels like complex. Which, like, I know that, you know, Kingdom Hearts is like a massive budget game. It's not like, you know, it's unfair to compare something like a Tales game to, you know, a Square Enix Kingdom Hearts game. Like, that's... So then... Okay, the barrier does go away when that happens. Alright. Still, though, I do wish that a lot more games could make their combat interesting while, Oh shit, I should have undid this blue. Well, whatever. Yeah, that one doesn't do anything. Okay. And then... Is there a red one over here? Yeah, there is. Okay. Okay, and where does this go? To a dead end. Okay. That means there should be a treasure chest here. Keely. I do wish there was a bit more incentive to use the other characters, but, you know, it's like, yeah, right now it's like, okay, I figured out a party that works for me, and then I just keep it like that. And honestly, there's probably someone better than Togi, but, like, you gotta keep Togi in the party. Maybe one more? No, that doesn't point it at there. Well, it needs to refract the red. Does... Oh no, the white crystal blocks it. Okay. Would that block that one? I don't think it would. Okay. That's a blue crystal. There's a red crystal there. Okay. Does this line up if I get it all the way over? Oh, it does. Oh, that was pretty cool. Not incredibly complex puzzle, but fun nonetheless. Whew, 4 hours of cutscenes. What is this? Hideo Kojima production? Whoa, whoa, I'm on fire. Oh yeah, we're gonna see what his special is now. Woo! He's Kamehameha-ing all over the place. That should give him a better one. Oh yeah, plus 49. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, the balance of attack in this game is so funny because like all the weapons do like plus 50 additional versus the previous weapon that you get, and it's like, oh, that, I don't know, it just feels like it really, like if you like a previous weapon, there's absolutely no reason to go back to it at all. Which they had that whole thing in the other one where it was more of a, I guess I don't even know what to describe it. They're both action RPGs, but they're like, they have like subclasses of their own. Powerful enough to slice anything in half. Like, I love that. I love that idea. Like, that's the weapon description. I think I would also get pretty entertained about reading the descriptions of some of the weapons, but I don't end up doing it as much as I probably should. Okay, so that can point at that guy. What if I do? There's a bit of a simpler way to do that. One more. No, directly. There we go. So funny that they just have like no puzzles that are even close similar to that, and then they just throw that in right at the last, right at the last one. Oh, and now my attacks are doing a shitload of damage. Ooh, and a Silard. For a character I don't even use, huh? But that's, yeah, that's him. Ooh, plus 108. God damn. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so this area is like, okay, this is just where all the weapons are. Which I'm fine with. I think that especially in a last area, there's like that area in Final Fantasy V, I think, where it's like the legendary weapon room. And then you could just get the majority of the best weapons in the game just right in there. It's pretty fun. Kind of gives the area, I don't know, more gravitas. Oh, plus 92. God damn.
Oh, feet are cold. My feet are cold, so I gotta make sure to get a blanket on them. The socks just make my feet sweaty.
Did that give her... Oh no, that's Aerial Orb. Okay. Okay, so then the other one needs to... Where does it need to point? It needs to point right here. So... Would this one... point that way? Yeah. Angles! Kid who failed geometry trying to do these puzzles being like, I don't understand it! I don't understand what a 90-degree angle is. That's so dumb. Maybe a kid wouldn't be able to figure it out, I don't know. Oh, and I can't cross over there on my own. Okay, so I have to go up and around. What are we checking its temperature? Call his mom in. Mom, I don't understand angles. Jimmy, you're 25. Please move out. Mom. I feel like 25 at now actually is, you know, not that old. I'm increasing the joke age to 45. Because I think if you're 45 and you're still living with your parents, you know, there might be something going on there. 25 in this economy is like actually pretty normal. I would recommend more people to just live with their parents if they absolutely could. I still get a ton of experience. I mean, yeah, that's, I know, well, actually, I don't know what his situation is. God, my wife is supposed to hang out with, there's this guy I know who used to be, our marijuana dealer, but now since marijuana is legal in the States, we don't need a marijuana dealer, really. And my wife has a medical card anyway. But, he was kind of a weird guy, but my wife and his wife became like pretty good friends. and they got divorced. Or not, well, they might be divorced now. They separated, and we still don't know what the T is. But his dad, like, sort of lives with him. I think his dad owns the house, but they make all the payments on it. So it's supposed to be like if he dies, they get the house, but she wanted to move out, and it was like a whole thing. And then, God, my wife was supposed to have dinner with him, but that never ended up happening. So I didn't, like, honestly though, it was so hard for me to believe that anyone would stay with him, because like he had like a tent, or he has a tent put up business, like he puts up tents for like festivals and stuff, which is like a, you know, a big deal for those places that need that. You know, like the large tents for like over the stage and stuff. But like, he would say some weird stuff. And it'd always just be like, okay. You know, because you're going there to buy something illegal at the time, so it's not like you can complain. I don't remember what the point of that story was. Oh yeah, that his dad lived with him. That's what we're talking about. Oh shit, now there's synthesized ultimate weapons. Oh shit. Seriously? Fuck. I wonder if I'm supposed to get those. I mean, it would make sense if I was supposed to get those. And how... Why in the world is there stuff that I can make that's stronger than the weapon I just got out of the fucking... Alright, whatever. It doesn't matter. I like the... blade, so I'll make this one and equip it. We need soul stones. And I want Mashira's. If I can. I need a lot of soul stones. Null Pain. I'm almost out of soul stones. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff to synthesize now. Good God. $90,000, Jimmy Crickets. Get the moon boobs. Where did you see moon boobs? Oh yeah, I was gonna see if I could synthesize this Alp extract. Okay. Okay. Well, that did increase my attack, the Mooner Boob Slate. The boobacular boob. Boob-de-boob. Okay, Well of Souls, mid. I believe you. I believe you, Liddy. I'll have to come back there once I have more material so I can make more boob slates. Well, I'm glad I went and fucking got better weapons, even though I literally just got good weapons. Souls of the Fallen. Draglef. Wow. Doing drag. Oh, oops. Pressing the wrong button. Okay. I swear to God, I forgot the buttons that I was pressing. You know that happens when you're like, everything is automatic, and then for 1 second you think like, wait, what am I supposed to do? And it all just falls apart. I always worry that's gonna happen to me while I'm driving. I don't know why, but like, it's just something that I think about like, man, what if I just forgot how to drive? As I'm like literally completely on autopilot. Like, yeah, did you play some Kirby Air Riders, Liddy? Well, you said that was your plan for the weekend. Oh, how are you liking it? I saw one person, well, I didn't see one person, Nintendo posted that, a link that said like, oh, Kirby Air Riders is like Super Smash Bros. On wheels. And it's like, yeah, that would make sense. Sakurai was the designer. The director. I guess designer and director was similar. Kirby on fists. What's everybody's health? I will heal. I wonder if there's gonna be a lot of like semi-bosses like that. Well, that's good. I mean, especially for the price, you know. If it can justify the price, at least kind of, like, that's really what I'm looking out of for Nintendo. Because, like, there's some games that, like, you know, are $60, but they don't justify the price on any console. So, like, you know, I don't want to beat the bush that's, like, Nintendo is the most evil because they're charging $70 now that PlayStation is also charging $70 for games. Yo, I need those soul stones. I need a lot of soul stones. Yeah, I know I keep doing the same move over and over again, but the only way to level up moves is by doing them over and over again. So it's like, I want my best move to also be at as the strongest it can possibly be. So. Is there something over here? Yeah, because I think the max level is 10? Not 100% on that, but... Okay, well this seems like the way forward, so... Let's check this out first. Oh man, I'm getting a lot of experience from that stuff. Those weird bugs. Oh. Need to make sure to put on my boots made out of diamonds. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these diamond boots are gonna crush someone's shins. Been kicked in the shins by some of the diamond boots. Whew. Well, I tell you what, bones are not made for that kind of damage. Oh, is this another area where I would get a shortcut if I... Oh. Maybe I just needed to do that. Call me Chris Redfield, because I'm punching a rock. Call me George W. Bush, because I'm punching a rock. Alright, my wife is going to bed. I will be right back. All right. Bum, 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 bum. Where am I at? Oh yeah, fell down here. This I'm pretty sure goes back up to the... Yeah. Okay. It's so low. There we go. Ah, okay. So that's why I can't go that direction. Because it will literally, like, kill me. Alright. Wow, yeah, I'm already at level 55. Holy shit. Started off level 50, now I'm here. There's probably something I can throw down to go that way. No, don't go that way. Okay. I wonder if there's a quick place to get the soul stones other than just like getting it like one at a time out of there. I don't think I saw an enemy that dropped it, but I'll have one ability that I'll get to maximum level. What is it at? Level 7. And I've been using it the entire last portion of the game. There is items that I could equip to make that level up faster, but I feel like I don't really want to grind until I figure out which direction I'm supposed to go. Or like, you know, get it right before the penultimate. I suppose this is the penultimate, right before the ultimate area. Oh, what's this? You got Moon Talisman. What does that do? Or is that an item? Prevents damage from concentrated winds of destruction. Oh, well, I think that's exactly what I wanted. Where does this go? I think I was already over here, but I don't remember. Oh, yeah, okay. So then it's like a shortcut if I need to teleport out of here. Alright. Yeah, I'm curious if there... I haven't looked to see if there's a super boss of any kind. But I believe you can actually substitute party members out too, so maybe if there was a super boss, it would mean more to have everybody's ultimate weapon. Okay, so that's a pretty good place to get Soul Stone then. But you guys want to help me, please? No? You're just gonna stand there? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Jackasses. Anyone been watching any good television lately? Any new episodes of things catching your attention? Still need to watch Fiona and Cake, season 2. And I'm like 4 episodes behind on Smiling Friends, but I'm doing that intentionally because like, I always watch one episode and I'm like, damn, I really wish there was like 8 more episodes for me to watch. I'm trying to hold off of that as long as I can. Yeah, a very interesting show that, yeah, I keep seeing spoilers as well, that I really didn't think that I'd like, but my wife and I have been watching sort of like Christmas themed shows because we're really trying to get in the spirit, you know, but we're watching this Christmas reality show called like, Mr. Christmas or Making Mr. Christmas, something like that. There's a Christmas reality show. There's cooking, there's like baking shows. There's one that like they do holiday lights and stuff. But there's God, I can't remember what the name of the show is called. Is it Making Mr. Christmas? Finding Mr. Christmas. That's what it is. But it's like a group of like 8 guys or 10 guys who are competing to try to be the next like Hallmark leading star in like in a movie. You know, Hallmark movies are super cheesy and like very, very dorky. But like it's like shit. Like it's so weird to see a bunch of like straight men. And there's a couple gay guys on there too. But a bunch of straight men just like really having to like tap into their emotions and like form a very like intimate bond between each other while like trying to sort of navigate how to express themselves. It's like, it ends up being something more than what, definitely more than what I thought it was going to be able to do. But, if you are attracted to men, it is a fun show for that reason alone, because there's some hunky men, let's just say that. But and I couldn't believe how much I like. It's really fascinating. I don't know it. There's 2 seasons of it, and the first season, or the second season is currently airing. So, but yeah, just a very wild ride to, yeah, I don't know, it's just very wild to see just men being vulnerable. And it takes a little bit for them to be vulnerable, but like once they are, like the one guy was just, oh my god, I was just crying because he's like, he got divorced and then his wife got the dog in the divorce, and like that just broke my heart. Like just absolutely, it's just like too much to think about. Like not only would I lose the love of my life, but then also lose my best friend, you know. I mean, not that, oh fuck it, I'll say it. Besides my wife, my best friend is my dog. So it's also my son, though. So it's not like, not that your best friend can't be your child, but you know, like there is a line there. But yeah, it just was really, yeah, it was just really good. I'm very, yeah, very, very surprised. But yeah, we watched that. Yeah, there's like one other Christmas show that I'm gonna check out. It's a Christmas reality show where it's like they're supposed to hang lights, and it's like 5 families compete to like have the best Christmas lights, and like it's been going for like 30 seasons or something ridiculous like that, and it's just some good dumb fun, you know, nothing. You know, if you just kind of want to shut off the brain and watch some, you know, some nothing, it's hard to go wrong with it. Yeah, the main host of that show is the guy from Mean Girls. The Chair Company. Did we talk about this? What is the Chair Company? Oh no, I haven't. Oh yeah, I've heard good things about, or interesting things at least. Yeah, no, I should definitely watch that. I've heard that it's very funny. And if you like his sense of humor, which I think sometimes I need to like look away from the screen and be like I get that overwhelming like, oh my god, like my face gets flushed because it's like when I watched Tim and Eric's awesome show, great job. It's like I get like embarrassed that how it's not even like cringe. I guess it is cringe comedy, but when there's the hot dog suit one, I think that really got me. We gotta find the guy that did this! It was clearly you. What, because I'm wearing a hot dog suit? That guy's wearing a mustard color shirt. Could be him. That fucking broke me down. But yeah, there's, yeah, he's a lot of fun. Definitely not like I'm gonna watch everything he does. I feel similarly from him and like Nathan Fielder, the Nathan For You guy. Because I liked some of his stuff, but sometimes it's like, god damn, this is just hard to watch. Especially when he's like interacting with real people and he's making them be like, oh, we're gonna make a piss flavored soda and it's gonna improve your business, and it's like, I don't know. Nathan is definitely more deadpan, so it's harder sometimes to know what his emotions are, I feel like. It feels like he's not even playing a character, kind of. Like, this is just who he is, but like, you know, no one should ever be like that, I guess. It really... Yeah, I've always just had a love-hate relationship with cringe comedy, whether it's that or the Eric Andre show. I feel like the Eric Andre show is another one of those where it's like I can watch clips, but I cannot watch like full episodes of it because I just feel like, again, I get that like red face thing where I'm like, oh my god, you know, like I just get embarrassed. But clips, love the clips from it. Ooh. I'll drink to that. I say that so often. When drinking literally anything. I can have a glass of water, I'm like, drink to that. Yeah, I wish I liked Tim and Eric more. Right, is it Tim and Eric? Tim and Eric's awesome show, great job. I feel like with them, it was always so tough because it's like Hillary Clinton is fucking awesome. But yeah, I was gonna say that Tim and Eric always felt like 10% of what they were saying was even remotely could be interpreted as a joke, but the other 90% is literally just like nothing. All right, pull up the scene. Pull it up. And then Ziwa is also a new person who's sort of doing the cringe comedy interviews. I don't really like her approach as much. It feels like she's trying maybe a little too hard to do Eric Andre. I don't know, I watched like 4 or 5 of her episodes, and like, it's like she's just coming off as harsh. Like, maybe a little too harsh. Like, it's not like the Between Two Ferns. I mean, Zach Galifianakis is another great cringe comedian. We really had a lot of cringe comedians in, like, the early 2010s. I feel like there's even more, but I just can't think of them right now. But yeah, there was a lot of them. I suppose that was because of Adult Swim. You know, a lot of people got their starts for like Adult Swim TV shows, and like even Tyler, the Creator, basically that's what he was doing with Oddworld or whatever his thing is. We're pulling up the clip.
You know the sex guy from The Wire and Lost, Lance Reddick. All right. You look fantastic, sir. Have a seat, yeah. Alone from night to night, you find me. What's up with claymation? Like, what's up with it?
What's up with it?
So you're on TV.
Yeah, from time to time.
That's cool. Here's the thing. I don't give a shit about baseball. It's boring.
All right.
Wait, this is what I want to talk about. Not that. No, yeah, I didn't want to talk about that. We're talking about baseball?
About baseball?
Yeah. This is what I
Oh,
wanna-
wait.
This is what I want to say about baseball.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
You think Justin Bieber sprays his DNA all over the ladies when he's in Paris, France?
You need a new desk.
Lance Reddick. Lance Reddick.
Fuck.
Yeah, that was intense.
Yeah. Sometimes he's an interesting guy.
Is Krabs more embarrassing than AIDS?
Oh.
For the moment, probably.
Yeah.
No.
I wish I would have I wish I would have
I love
my iconic slave role.
when it's like half and half where the guests are getting really into it, and the other half the guests are like really not having it at all. Like, and you can see it on their face.
Wolf speed, don't rainbow read me, nigga. Ah!
Shit. But yeah, love oh god, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Space Ghost Coast to Coast also did the cringe comedy, especially the cringe interview comedy before a lot of people, like, especially with the way they edited it too, where it was like, just what a good idea is just to have an interview that's like a little awkward and then edit it in a way that like makes them look like a complete fucking psychopath. Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. They had that sequel show, The Harvey Birdwoman. It was actually pretty funny. I wasn't into it right away, but it got me. So you came. Perhaps I should welcome you to the origin of all life. Science! That's perfect. I have something to settle with you. Did you get that thing you said? I don't know if you're actually asking me or if that's a quote. I'm assuming it's a quote. Rashness will only cloud your judgment. You may find yourselves foolishly determined to fight for an impossible cause. You son of a... Adel Kristen, the dragon warrior of this era. You may have acquired all the dragon stones, but you do realize that your fight is hopeless, do you not? The dragon warrior cannot stop the destruction of Altago, or more precisely, no dragon warrior has ever succeeded thus far. Is that what you meant to say? Indeed. How many times do you think Altago has been destroyed since its creation? How many dragon warriors do you think you've fought in vain and died? It doesn't matter. We will not just stand idly by and let this happen without putting up a fight. That's right, there's always a chance. We won't know if we can succeed until we give it our best effort. What commendable conviction. Though I'm sure the past dragon warriors felt exactly the same way. In the end, they all failed, which is why this Altago exists. From the seeds of the last Altago, the next is born. If you do not understand that, you will never win against me, to say nothing of Tia. Damn you! Sias, I acknowledge your strength and I commend your conviction. You may even be right about all this. But we've chosen to fight, each and every one of us, and we're gonna win, no matter what. We've already made up our minds about that, and nothing's gonna change them.
Yeah, damn straight. We'll force our way through, and we'll open Tia's eyes.
Open Tia's eyes?
What the hell are you laughing at?
There's nothing you can do to change Tia's fate. I've watched over her for the past 18 years. I know better than anyone that there is no saving Tia. This is the duty all Iskin elders must be prepared to face. It is a cruel destiny, but an inexorable one. The resolution to carry out that duty with her own hands in this era is and always was her choice, and hers alone. You dare say you understand her?
That can't...
It's her destiny, then? Enough talk. Let's get started. Enough talk. How about you? You know, I think that I saved before this, but I don't know for sure. I'm assuming it's this boss fight, and then there's the final boss. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's like the full Monty. That's like, if I just had a shirt like this, you think everyone would enjoy that? Oh yeah, with the little dip in. Goodness gracious. The conditions to carry out the rite of demise have been met. Once the dragon warrior is defeated within the Well of Souls, the rite will be complete. I won't allow fools like you to lay even one finger on my liege, though I'm certain she'll mourn you right through. My faculties as the dual blade of Iska have been granted to me for the sole purpose of protecting the Iskin Elder, and I shall use them to crush your so-called hope. Come, Dragon Warrior, or should I say, Adel the Red. You will know soon enough that all your efforts were for naught. Okay. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Joke's on you, buddy. I'm keep leveling up one power that momentarily stops time, so it always allows me to attack. Even if you're in like a super move. And then I'm constantly charging as well by walking around, so... It's actually kind of cheap. But you know what? That is my duty as someone who's playing a video game, is to cheese the fuck out of everybody I possibly can. Do you think there's anything unhonorable about cheesing bosses? I don't, but I'm always curious what someone else might think about, you know, finding one strategy and then just really sticking to it. Even if the game offers like 100 other strategies. Oh boy. guess he might have a couple additional forms. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Or he's gonna like join up with her, like they're gonna combine into one person. Weird shit like that. Fuck! Fuck! Shit! Hey! Got him. Seems I underestimated you. Adel, now I understand your power as both a swordsman and an adventurer. You gonna... Sias? My duty was to protect the elder Visca, but I could not protect Tia from her own feelings, from her own heart. Tia was always so lonely. The heavy burden of the one who must bring down the world. She was helpless before it. However, after she met Maya, she began to smile. I'd hoped that if at all possible, I could protect their happiness forever. Sias, Your Royal Highness, I truly regret killing your father. He was a good man. Please, forgive me. Not just a good man, a great man. So great that I wish to forget my duties. And Adel, I must apologize to you as well. It was my own decision to frame you as the assassin. It was to test your strength, but I realize now that it was too much. This is farewell, Dragon Warriors. Though know that defeating me does not change the hopelessness you face. I shall be watching you from the depths of the Well of Souls. I look forward to what your answer will be after you've confronted Tia. Sias. Such an idiot. Feels like he quit while he was still ahead. But this is it. Next one is the last. She's waiting for us. Yeah, we have no choice, huh? We cannot avoid this fight, and her powers, they are beyond imagination. No dragon warrior that has come before has been able to defeat her. I'm ready. Tia, no turning back now. We need to show that we have the strength to overcome the most dire of circumstances. Adel, we should make sure we're ready before moving forward. Make sure we've got absolutely everything we need. From here on, we'll have to work as one. Yeah, whether we like it or not, this is the end. Let's get ourselves ready, then go see Tia and talk some sense into her. Okay. I felt like that fight was pretty easy, so I don't know if I need to... I mean, I should still make sure I have as many healing items as I can get, but... That's a lot of talking, and I don't think I'm going to get anything out of it, so... Alright. I like that if you do something in the game, though, that, like, if you go talk to someone who would actually have an opinion about it, they will talk to you about it, instead of just giving you the same, sort of nonsense. Titanospine. How do I get more Titanospines? I got 27 of them. So I would like to get... Oh, I can get his. His doesn't even require a stone. Soul stone, 57 out of 50. Crystallized twig. How about Mashera's? Can I make hers? This is tough. I'm trying to think what I should actually make here.
don't know if I'm gonna have to play with everyone or not, so I should probably make sure everyone has at least the... Okay, now there's a 100,000 gold. Oh my god. What the hell does that keep happening? Suppose I could sell my stuff too. Okay, now I have 879,000, which should be enough to just make sure everyone at least has their best equipment available. Okay, that'll at least give everyone the best swords, and then if we could synthesize that one. Oh, who are you debating now? Yeah, then I wanted to check out this direction. Oh, goodness. Got towards you from afar. Probably should just buy this. Until that makes the extra gauge fill up faster. Okay, you can buy a lot of that. Oh, those are the luminous rocks. I don't know. Why does it allow me to buy more than one? Okay. And then, yeah, that's 1,000,000. Oh, my goodness. They can't synthesize anything that I can't get from somebody else. No, okay. Let me see if there's a secret boss or anything. Bosses? I hate these wiki websites so much. Okay. Yep, it is completely unusable. Fuck. Hey. Okay, you do have to play with each character. Okay, is there a secret boss?
No, okay, so it's just the last fight. Okay, well, that's good to know. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's good to know. I see that it's people just saying that nightmare difficulty is the real secret boss fights. Yeah, Lucis, it's like everyone just assumes that everything is like South Park. That like everyone can make animated content within like 2 weeks. Like that is absolutely just not the situation for like 90% of animated television shows. Probably more, like 99.999% of animated shows. I don't think can do that. I don't think any other show does that, honestly. I was trying to think of an example, but I cannot think of one. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna teleport to and say I hate art without saying it. I think there's a couple of things that I didn't end up grabbing. Check on those areas. Yeah, I mean, there's always people who just really get upset if there's any parallels between politics because they just want to say that politics are dumb. Have you ever thought about that? Politics don't matter and they're stupid. And it's like, yeah, you get to believe that if you're like a white guy. It's like, wait, white, straight, cis men do not need to care about politics. Like, that's what the privilege is. Rick and Morty's funny and it doesn't have politics in it. Yeah, Trump was I mean, I do try to forget that Trump was president before, and I mean, it is crazy, just in general. I was gonna say, I followed the first Trump presidency really, really close. I was following a lot of, like, pretty, you know, very democratic people, not really, like, more on the progressive or socialist end at that time. But, like, the stuff that he was doing was just as insane as he's doing now. Like, I think, I don't know if people forget that. I just, yeah. And yeah, pre-COVID is hard because they all have long COVID because they all believed they couldn't get COVID, so they went out while, just, I don't know how many people went and partied when COVID was happening, but it was like way too many, and I knew people who, like, my brother, God, when he got COVID, he was such a whiny little baby about it. He's like, oh, I wasn't supposed to. He's like a super country racist idiot. He's like, oh, it wasn't supposed to happen to me, though. And it's like, yeah, man, this is what you get if you just go out to places when there's a fucking super viral disease outside. Like, now there's people who still think that even though they got COVID, that it was all, you know, deep state, whatever. I don't know. It's just very funny when the people's ability to think just, I don't know, isn't there? I remember a story that must have been a little inflammatory, but, you know, like, it probably was true, but, you know, the fact that it was even written about was kind of funny. There was a girl who, maybe my wife told me it. Maybe there's a story about my wife. You know, never mind. I don't think it was a written story. I think I'm conflating some stuff. But when she was in high school, one of her friends, who is like, I think she said they were like 16. So it was like too old. And she's like, I think I'm schizophrenic. I can hear a voice in my head. And then my wife was like, what is it? What do you mean? What does it say? And she was like, oh, you know, just like about how to like do stuff, like how to like, you know, do regular things. And she's like, that's just called thinking. It's like, again, it was, I can't remember the specifics of the story. If I remember to ask my wife, I will. But it was like, it was too old. It was too old for that to. She's onto something. And then I believe. Okay, now hold on. This might have. I think I remember where this story ended up going. Is that then my wife searched recently when we were talking about it. How many people do not have an inner monologue? Yes. So estimates, obviously, I think this is the part where I was conflating it, is that estimates vary, but roughly 30 to 50% of people may not frequently have an inner monologue, while some research suggests a smaller percentage, around 5 to 10%, may have none at all. Which that's pretty wild, honestly. Like, that's really annoying, Lucis. But yeah, there's people who don't have the ability to think, like, in their mind, and they unlock that as like a skill. Which, that's awesome. Learning that fucked me up, I remember, because I was like, I had an inner monologue so young, obviously due to, you know, stuff that was happening, but like, imagining, well, and then I guess I have the opposite situation where I cannot imagine, I have aphantasia where I can't imagine pictures, so, you know, I also don't have the real skill to imagine a picture, but, you know. So, you know, I can see how some of it would be dysfunctional, but to have, like, none at all? That's pretty crazy. Yeah. You get an internal monologue. It's very fast if some bad stuff happens, that's for sure. Because you gotta rationalize the situation that you're born into. Yippee. Because without the ability to rationalize, you just sort of go a little crazy. But yeah, I just thought that was, it's just such a funny thing to think about. I think it would be faster if I just teleported to the middle area. And then went, I think this way. And yeah, obviously you can't. The other thing that goes in with that study, like most studies that are that hyperbolic, it's like, well, you know, how many people did you test? What country did you test them in? Like, this, like, specifically for that kind of a thing, it, like, really can't be as comprehensive as, you know, you'd hope, because, like, there's, even if you got 1,000 people, like, you can't have, like, a perfect control group where you figure out everybody's situation, so, but... Also, one of the things that I have a dislike, but also dislike to like ratio, on is the fact that, like, when you start getting to a point where you can, like, rationalize things, and you go to college and you learn about, like, this, you know, the different methods to, like, do research. The fact that you, like, are supposed to, you know, like, question every study that you see. And that there are people out here reading a study on Facebook that has no sources and are like, yeah, that's true. Like, what a cool world to live in. Can you imagine just being able to, like, believe anything that you read? Was there anything over here? Oh yeah, there's a treasure chest. Oh, a heavy belt. Does that have the chance of granting heavy on someone else? Weather moves slowly, or wear but is unaffected by strong winds. Oh, okay. I don't think I would need to equip that for any reason. Okay, I'm gonna grind a little bit and then I'm gonna see if I can beat the game. Because I don't think that it'd be a big deal to go straight in, but oh. I mean, Lucis, if you just never ask women that you're with if, you know, you're good in bed, you can just believe it. And you know what? That's what a lot of men do. Yeah, don't worry. I'm a little, They go out of their way to tell me. I mean, you know. They go out of their way to tell me that I'm not good. That would be so sad. So bad. I need you to know. I need you to just, like, never try this again. You will not improve even if you practice. You know what they say, practice makes perfect? You should not do that. Ooh. You know, ego. It's one of those things that, like, if you don't have an inner monologue, you would think of everything very, very literally, and I think that can cause a lot of damage to your brain, because then you think that everyone is, like, making fun of you if you, like, say, like, a self-deprecating joke, or, like, a joke about, you know, yourself or someone else. Like, I make deprecating jokes all the time about myself, also other people, but, you know, like, as long as you do it to yourself too, like, everyone's in on it, then it's fun, you know? I'm at least glad all the materials I need to gather are right here in this one section. That's very nice of them to do. Kingdom Hearts does do something similar to that in the first game. A good spot to grind against. Although Neo Shadow's gonna suck, so.
Mickey's Cup several times. Okay, I gotta check to see. I just want to get Adel's ultimate weapon and then just check that out. And then is everybody else okay? They're level 57. All right, yeah, they're not. Thankfully, they have. They also gain experience. They have shared experience. I think the person you play as gets like a little bit more experience, but not a lot. Or maybe it's just because Adel is in the party more often than other people. Okay. All right, Moondragon Stone, 50 Soul Stones. Yes, please. Then yeah, Dogi would need Soul Stones. Soul Stones. A lot of Soul Stones. I think I'd be good. I think everybody's got a pretty decent. Make sure they're at least equipped with. Oh yeah, that requires Soul Stones. Well, that's a plus 42. Yeah, they kind of called me out here, and I'm like, oh man, I wonder if at the end you're gonna have to play as everybody, and apparently you do have to play as everybody. So, change his to. Power wrist. That's good. Everyone seems pretty well equipped. Okay, there we go. Adel's got his ultimate weapon. Just gonna make a separate save just in case it makes me save in the middle of this. All right. So Tia's just behind this door, huh? Everyone ready? Understand that we are attempting the impossible. We need to work as one. I'm ready. Yeah, let's go see Tia. Let's go to the place where Altaga was born. Oh my god. I got my COVID shot and my flu shot, and man, like, fucks up the neck a little bit. And I talked to my wife, and apparently they did it like way too high. You're supposed to get your shots like 3 fingers down from the shoulder, and they just went like essentially straight on the shoulder. So, you know. You know, I wonder, before I do this, actually. to see if I can buy that item that costs 1 million doll hairs. There we go. That just seems more well-rounded to do that, because I think that item is going to be my... Because if I can fill up the extra gauge faster, then that'll help, I think, everybody, because I think they're all just gonna get their asses kicked if they can't do their ultimate move. I wonder if each person has to fight individually. That'd be interesting. So I was imagining teams, but... Ah! Tia! So Sayas, he has passed. It was originally my duty alone, but I got him involved, now he's gone. Fortunately, everything will return to nothing, and the cycle of death and rebirth shall begin again. Like me, he was doomed from the start, and his death will not be in vain. Tia! She's not kidding around here. She's totally serious. Please just stop it. Why are you doing this? You know it hurts you. Sayas told you, didn't he, that this is my fate, my inexorable, inescapable destiny. I cannot stop these events. They are already in motion. All of Altaga will be absorbed into the Well of Souls soon after the rite has been completed. So this is the place where the rite of demise is to occur, then. All the poor souls lost in the anomalies throughout Altaga are being brought right to this very spot. Tia, stop this, please! I don't know how important this duty is to you, but I can tell you right now it's a load of malarkey. Well said, Dogi. He's right, Tia. Just stop this now. If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find another way. Cessation of this rite would strip my existence of its meaning, and besides, I can't allow any more suffering to occur. That's all I'd accomplish by delaying the inevitable. What? But Tia, a world that has lost its way and become engulfed in chaos. Too many lives have suffered and sought deliverance for far too long. This duty's a load of malarkey! Postponing the end any longer will only result in more suffering, more pain, more disease. There's only one option available to me, only one way I can make things right. I must fulfill my duty. I must bring about the end of the current Altago and give this world a new opportunity. Tia, you... It is true that the pain caused by the recent anomalies cannot be healed. The mad Titanos, the multitudes of people suffering from Iskin fever, if all of this was caused by the disorder that has accumulated in the land of Altago, then the disorder can only be made right through complete destruction. Delaying the inevitable end will only result in more suffering. But that means, don't tell me you decided to do this because Maya got Iskin fever, didn't you? Tia, you're kidding me. So that's why you decided to bring about the end of Altaga with your own hands. I will never forgive you for killing my father. I was going to make you pay for it no matter what. But this is... It would have been simpler if you turned out to be simply evil. It would have been better if it turned out to be simply evil. Adol Kristen, I truly regret dragging you into all of this. You are an outsider. Our paths never should have crossed. I can only call it fate. The end is near. Draw your sword. Adol swore that he would defeat this root of all existence and rescue Tia from her cruel fate. Adol! That's awesome. Adol's like, I'm gonna kill existence quick. You don't think I can? Buddy. I'm with you. Tia's doing this all for the right reasons, and there's no stopping her. All we can do is the exact same thing. We'll do what we think is right and put an end to this vicious cycle.
Yeah, that's the spirit. The eternal root that has ruled over Altago and governed all who dwell therein. What we are doing is, in essence, attempting to kill that root, but I will give my life for that cause. We will never give up Altago, and in order to protect it, we will beat you if that's what it takes. Adol, it seems you really are different from the Dragon Warriors of the past. Perhaps it is for the best that you are my last opponent. The moment you are defeated, your despair shall be that much greater. The destruction will take place, and all will end painlessly.
Well, I do have to do Origins first because I can't keep off-putting that. But 8 is supposed to be, like, much better than all of the other games. Like, even 9 and 10, so I'm excited just to see how they end up doing that.
Let us begin. I, Tia Luna Rem Iskalia, the Eldress of Iska, who bears the world's demise, do solemnly beseech thee, O root that feeds upon despair, bring destruction to this land, that it may be reborn anew. Let all souls become as one, attain peace, and give birth to new life.
First form is going down pretty easy. Hopefully it heals me in between her forms. Did we do it?
You are indeed incredible to defeat me. If you are the ones, then maybe, just maybe. Hey!
Hey, you alright?
The fight is not over. Get ready.
I guess the root of all existence is a little mad. What the hell?
The current of souls changed. It can't be. Is this Urul Endi, the root of all existence itself, your true opponent? It is the very order that governs the whole of Altago.
I mean, yeah, you can't just keep rebirthing an area. Like, you're only gonna grow to a certain point in your civilization. And like at this point, in the rest of the world that's not in the country of Altago, there are other nations that already have technology and stuff. So when you just start from scratch, like are cavemen, or like what the fuck would you do? Like that's so, I don't know. It was very silly. I don't think it would work this time.
Daddy, is that you?
Rule end. Oh shit, the music's kicking up.
What the? Look at that thing. This is the root? There's no good or evil in the root. It is merely a reflection of Altago itself. Please, please win.
Damn, girl. You're putting us in a tough spot. Oh yeah, then each person needs to defeat a part of it. Okay. In groups of 3. Oh. And then Adol is on his own? Okay. That's fine. That's actually fine. Fuck me, running, no. God, I can do a ton of damage. Shit. Okay. Fuck. That's not good. That is not good. Fuck me. Okay, I just need to get him down one more time.
Oh god. Her fucking auto-targeting sucks. Oh no. Okay. Oh my god. Dude, that sucked. Oh, not being able to attack him constantly was really... Okay. And now this is also probably going to be pretty rough, because I don't blaze any of these characters, or I haven't in a long time. Okay, so I can attack the hole here. Okay. Oh, holy shit! Is there a trick I'm missing here, or why am I getting absolutely decimated? Oh, is one of the other characters dead? Shit. Do this, I'm probably gonna need to level these three up more, because this is really getting ridiculous. I thought a few levels wouldn't make a difference. It's making a lot of difference.
No, it's not really, Lucis. Yeast just kind of stops being important. Holy shit. Yeah, it would have made sense for you, Bran, but, you know, you work with what you got. Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay.
me. Almost there with 2 characters. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Get back, everybody! And then Adel has to fight on his own, and that part really sucks. Like, he's the one that I'm the most confident with anyway, but also, like, goddamn. Pride coming, some pride's coming. You know what I mean? Woo! Got him in one hit. Woo! Big laser beams. Okay. There we go. How's my health doing? I've not really been paying attention. Okay. Okay. Holy shit! God, I could dodge. God damn it, I got caught in it again. Fuck. I got nothing else. Fuck. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. If I retry, where does that put me at? Okay, that puts me at Adel. Alright. Also, that would make sense that this wasn't fucking equipped. Oh my god. Ooh. The one thing I bought to make sure my extra dodge fills up faster, which would just make this way easier because it was not equipped for some reason, even though I'm almost positive that I equipped it before we came into this, but... Well, hopefully that makes it fill up, like, if that fills up twice as fast, then I should be able to do this without a problem, actually. Whoa! Okay, he's doing attacks he wasn't doing before. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. God, that's me not paying attention. God damn. Oh, my God. Okay. I'm so screwed. I fucked up that first part so bad. Okay. All right, first things first, gotta make sure this is equipped. I still got hit by the laser.
damn it. Well, I don't know why I dodged more. Okay. Who knew the root of all existence would be hard to kill? Who could have seen that coming? Bullshit attack. Fuck that. Okay, we'll see if this does it. Okay, hopefully that's his final form. If not, I do still have one high potion. Which that's a lot to bet on, but went much better than last time. God damn. Whew. The right has been halted. Good. This is good. Adel asked Tia to return home with him. What? Yeah, seriously. Your duty's over. We won, you lost, and you're just a normal girl now. So let's get the hell out of here and go home. Adel, Dogi, thank you. Huh? What the? I do not like what these tremors represent. If the root god in the Well of Souls is no longer a necessary construct, soon this place will collapse. What? Tia, you need to come with us. I dragged too many people into this tragedy. I even spilled the blood of the innocent to speed up the process. I've completed my role. I deserve to perish here, so please, leave me. What are you talking about? Don't say things like that. You have no right to talk like that. Didn't I tell you? I'm not going to forgive you, but you're the only one to blame for this. It was my people that started driving all of Otago to its end. Everyone is to blame for being foolish enough to force this burden on you, and I believe that you have a good heart. I know that you love Otago and that you love your sister. Let's go home. We can atone for our sins. We for ours and you for yours. Aisha. You're not getting out of this that easily, girl. Adel reaches his hand out to Tia. Okay. I don't know if tsundere would be the right term for it. She's, like, appears good, but is actually incredibly evil underneath, so I guess it's like the opposite of tsundere.
We don't have much time. We need to get out of here before everything collapses. All right.
Hang on to your butter, everyone, because it's time to churn. Let's get the hell out of here.
But then she's like only kind of evil because like her job was to like reset existence. So, you know. Adel, just pick her up, man. Give her a little princess carrier, whatever that's, whatever. So we just destroyed their afterlife. That seems like it would have consequences. The Well of Souls is sealed shut now. Or not Aisha. Sorry. No, Tia. That's totally my fault. No, Tia is the girl who's supposed to reset existence. Oh, you're asking Aisha. She is okay. Totally mix those two up. Yes. No, you are 100% right. Aisha is a tsundere. Wow. I can't believe it's late. So I'm gonna chalk it up to that. But yeah, I thought you were asking about Tia for some reason. Yes, Aisha with the pigtails and the red hair. Yeah, she's a tsundere. The Wind of Destruction also seems to have cleared out. Yeah, Twin Tails, yeah, red hair. I mean, Neon Genesis Evangelion, you know, right in there. So it's over. The Order no longer exists. Everything became light and disappeared just like that. Is that the Moon Dragon?
Where are you?
Destined warrior, thou hast broken the Order, and thy companions ye hath fought well. Dragons, this world we give to you. Order, justice, balance. You are now to decide for yourselves and lead this world to prosperity as you see fit.
Oh, right, with the root gone.
It's now up to us to sustain Altago. It's really funny though, because Altago is just like a country. Like, it's not the entirety of the world. Like, it's just this one country, which is like big, but not like crazy big. So it's like if like Germany had its own separate god that just like ruled over the entirety of the existence of that area, and then we just killed the god of that specific country. And then it's like, huh. So wait, that's really old Bible stuff. It's now up to us to sustain Altago, right? But then the dragons. No need to fear. We are the will of Altago itself. We are but one side of the route. We leave the new world to you. Thus is our final duty complete. I mean, it's a good. I mean, it's like it's kind of more classic Japanese style stuff, where it's like this is the god of the mountain or whatever. But like, it is weird that it's not like, okay, yeah, it's a god in name, but it's just like a really powerful being. This had its own. There was an afterlife associated with it. There was like death and rebirth associated with it. Like it's like way beyond the scope of like most other thought experiments.
Crazy. The miasma's completely cleared up.
Crooksy, what's wrong? Yeah, resetting existence for that one country, and every other country's fine. The power of the great flame dragon. And my Iskin fever. It's because the 5 great dragons have all disappeared. And since the root's gone now too, there's nothing that causes Iskin fever anymore. Yes. The beings that sustain this world have all disappeared. From here on, even if Eltago loses its balance, there will be no dragons or root to set things right. If humanity should walk down the wrong path, Eltago would truly end. Yeah, we're gonna need to keep on our toes. We'll need a new order for our world. We cannot live only for the sake of human prosperity. We must find a way to coexist in harmony with the land. Yes, we must not let the dragons down. No problem. We'll be fine. May not go very well at first, but if we all work together... Hearing that puts me at ease.
Tia? Hey, Tia?
Adel, everyone, thank you for showing kindness to someone like me, but I, like the dragons, am a fragment of the ancient order, tied inexorably to the root of all existence. Wait, Tia, you can't... You're kidding, right? You can't be serious. Please don't look so sad. If you had failed and the cycle had taken place unimpeded, I would still have died. I was doomed from the start. I'm glad to have known you. I saw potential in living beings.
Hey, Tia, stop it. Don't say things like that.
Why? Why must you go?
Do you have any regrets?
Indeed I do, but for me to hope now would only cause her pain. And I don't think it's possible.
Hey, what the hell's going on?
Huh?
What are you doing here? I don't know. The kid just ran off all of a sudden. What's going on here?
Oh. Maya. Tia. Tia. Maya, you spoke. Don't go. Don't go. Tia, please don't go. Maya, you've recovered. Commander, thank you. Thank you for bringing Maya here.
Stop it. I didn't do anything. That aside, what's going on here?
Adel, Dogi, Aisha, everyone, thank you for making my wish come true. I don't know what will become of Eltago from here on out, but if humanity can create a new order and strive to keep it, then perhaps Eltago can continue to be a land of abundance. Then maybe one day maybe I'll be able to meet you all again. No!
Damn it!
No! Tia, no! I'm sorry, Maya. You brought me joy. I'm grateful for that. But don't worry. I will always watch over you. So, please, never forget to smile. You're much prettier when you smile.
As time progresses, the wounds of the past begin to heal. The long process of rebuilding our homes and our lives has begun. The 5 tribes are needed now more than ever. And as each tribe rises to meet that need, it reclaims its original sense of purpose, distributing wealth equally amongst the people and killing all the merchants who hoarded wealth. I've noticed a newfound awareness in those around me as they face the brave new world ahead. A world without the 5 great dragons and without the root, where every one of us shapes our own destiny. But that is, after all, the natural order of things. We each are responsible for our own actions, and now we must face their consequences head on. Politically, Eltago is back up and running again. The Dragon Knights have returned to active duty with heavy hearts, but a newfound determination. And well, I've got my hands full trying to fill my father's shoes. I've always lived a sheltered life, but now it's time for me to step up and bring true peace back to Eltago. As a monarch, which is what this country needs. Oh, and I mustn't forget about the adventurer Adel Kristen. He stuck around in Eltago for a little while, helping to rebuild along with everyone else.
But Wanderlust tugs at him like an invisible string. A peaceful land like this can't hold him for long. It was hard for me to say goodbye, but ultimately I knew he had to set off on his next journey. And when he and Togi came to say farewell, I made a promise to them. I told them the next time they came to visit, they'd be greeted by fields resplendent with those white flowers she loved so much. I bet our little flower girl will be bringing me another one today. She tends to them constantly, lovingly, and it's not just to keep a promise, but to brighten the sadness of the past and welcome each day with new joy and life. Oh. Is that it? Yeah. Can I skip the cutscene? Or can I skip the credits? Yes, thank God. Okay. Fiend. Neon Falcom Corporation. All rights reserved. Licensed and published by Exceed Marvelous USA. Alright. Yeah. E7 was good. Not gonna lie, I thought I wasn't gonna like it very much, but yeah, was ended up being just a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. So looks like on the critics scored a 79 out of 100 and a 7.9 out of 10. Honestly, that seems about right. Like, it's not an 8 out of 10, but it's really close. It's really close, and it's better than some of the less fun Ys games, but all of them so far have been pretty fun. Conquer the Moondragon, 36% of players. Okay, but yeah, and then I will do Origins tomorrow, and then we'll just I'll go from there. I think Origins is the last game I have on GOG too. So, all right, well, thanks for joining in with me, Lucis. I hope you have a very good rest of your night, and that existence doesn't get reset tomorrow. But honestly, I don't know if I'd really be that upset if it was. As long as everybody goes down at the same time, you know, what can we do? What a state we're all in. All right. Good night.